go-karts, though, in the simulator this time around. Parker and Landon, what are you showing us from Dega, Parker?
Well, right now, I just sort of wrecked on the pace lap, which was interesting. This is a first for me. We stopped the banking. We're going to come to a start here, so feel free to make fun of me on that one. That is definitely a new one. So Talladega is not only hard when you're racing, it's hard on the pace lap, apparently. But
well, make sure you're blending off a 2 all the way, apron all the way around, not like Daytona.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I should have done. But I seemingly did not do that very well. So we got a pack here. We've got about 24 cars. I was hoping to be in the middle of the pack here. Now we're a little bit spread out, which does happen at Talladega at times. And what we've got here is when you're in this position, a lot of times, this is where you start to try and group up with cars. You're going to try and find cars at light speed that you can sort of find a way to group together and start to create that pack that you want when you get separated at times, as we've got a huge run here now going down the backstretch. And this is the sort of things you're always trying to do at Talladega. You're trying to make runs, make momentum, use the draft to your advantage at times. And that's one of the things that's so tough. And Landon, I know you and I were talking before the show about one place you want to be sometimes to make passes is in that middle groove, although it's treacherous.
Yeah, I mean, I like to set up on the outside or inside lane. I know we talked about being on the inside lane to protect against a wreck, but I feel like the best way to advance position is going up the middle. So, you know, sometimes you kind of have to bully your way up the middle. If you're watching the broadcast on Sunday, I like to watch for Kurt Busch because he's a driver that really bullies his way up the middle. And but anybody that's on the bottom here, the back end of the pack just got tore up, but the front half made it through.
I swear I didn't plan this. I swear.
That was a move of bullying up the middle a little bit. So I think you might be leaking fluid. You probably need to cut the engine and don't run all the oil out of it.
Exactly. Well, so see what we have here being at sim racing, unlike real life, you'd be done there. Your race is done. We got a reset button. That's what's great about the simulator. So we'll pull out another car. DJ, I know they don't have any reset buttons in real life, but wouldn't you like to have one of those once or twice at Talladega?
Oh, 100%. You're exactly right. So when you do that, though, and when you think about what you're doing, one thing that people always ask me, you know, there are no speedometers in this car, and they ask, you know, how do you know? What's the feel? Are you looking at the tack to know that you've got a good run coming, or is it something you as a driver just feel to know that, okay, I've got a lot of momentum coming, I can pull out and try to make this pass?
That's a great point, because it is a feel thing, right? It's not always a thing where you have an idea about RPMs or even speed. A lot of times a run is just something you start to see because in relation to other cars, you're gaining on them quickly, right? It's not even something that you suddenly, you know, hear the RPMs pick up, that sort of thing. You just start to see yourself making gains on cars as, oh gosh, we got one going slow right there. Remember, I'm in the 18 NBC Sports car. We got to thank all these drivers that joined us. Although we haven't been in great connection here this time, they're coming from all over the world, so thanks to them. And I think, guys, one thing that sometimes happens at late in the race is that you might get a lane where you separate from the pack a little bit like we see here, and that's when it's toughest to make a pass for the win because you don't know when to pull out.
Yeah, but when it goes single file like that and you're driving away from a pack and there's 7 or 8 cars, you just have to make sure that you're not the last car in line, because that last car in line over time will get dropped. And it looks like you're kind of in no man's land right here. I hope you get some help. You know, the biggest, when it comes to drafting, it's not about who you can get behind and suck up to them. It's about who you can get to get behind you. Yeah. And that's what makes the car go faster. So, you know, this 24 car is helping you a little bit. And there you go. That helps with you. Hopefully this run can get you to the win.
Yeah, let's see if we were coming to the checkered right now, would I have enough momentum? No, I would not have enough momentum. Darn, well, that's exactly what can happen, Carolyn, sometimes at Talladega. You put yourself in position for the win, do all the right things, and just not have enough to get that win across the finish line.
Do you have a spotter over there?
I don't right now. That's the biggest problem.
I feel like
if I did, I'd fire him immediately.
Just to help you with the pace lap and some other good stuff. I want to think about that in the future. We know the spotters are crucial to a team's success, but